Hey traders, welcome to episode 745 of the show. You could be doing anything but you're here, and I appreciate it. And this broke just a couple hours ago that the McDonald's CEO, Steve Easterbrook, was fired for violating policy by having a relationship with an employee. Wow. I'm loving it, dude. Okay, so another one bites the dust. Just add McDonald's to the crossfire of CEOs stepping down or getting fired, whatever. Okay, that's crazy, dude. And hopefully, if you had time today, you were able to check out the reaction video I did on the kid who lost, again, over $40,000 buying puts on Apple. It happened Thursday, I think. So, if you missed it, check it out. But if we're looking in crypto, not stocks, we can see that last night, throughout the day today, we came back down. We fell below 9,100 again. And for the fourth time now, we have tested that 200-day moving average perfectly and have bounced off of it. And something that's definitely still going on that I haven't really talked about in the stream much, just really my patrons, is this receding volume that you're seeing. Lots and lots and lots of receding volume on the consolidation. But what happened first? Tons of volume on buys, right? Pushing this price up. This is healthy, bullish looking stuff. I mean, this is exactly what you look for. I mean, if it's going to fail too, it is kind of like, this is the calm before the storm. This is like when the volume gets so low and almost becomes inexistent. Soon we'll get a large volume candle, whether it breaks down or up. And that's normally what happens, man. It's like you're like coiling up, getting ready for a move, receding volume, and soon it's just going to be like, boom. Big move the upside or downside. Okay. We've been consolidating for over a week now. And still above 9,000. So Vegeta's happy. You know, that positive momentum still waning a little bit. RSI looks pretty good. I mean, 56, that's neutral, but, you know, again, if the volume's receding and we're about to make a move, maybe this just picks up or we just keep losing the positive momentum on the big move down. All right, so, and you know, it's just because, like, it looks super bullish, right? You'd think it's so bullish, but of course it can always still fake out and fall right back down into this channel. There's always that possibility. Because we really haven't been making consecutive higher highs, higher lows yet outside of this channel. So it could just be your first time and there's not enough demand and then you just dump again back inside. All right, remember, you got to break above really up here. I think the first spot's like almost $11,000. Okay, you got to get above that eventually. And we're not. And of course, you got to get above the historical resistance support from May 5th, 2018. We just ran up, hit it, and then pulled back. So everything's fine for now. Until you fall back into the channel, until you fall below that 8,500 area, everything's cool on Bitcoin. No big deal. You just have to be patient and understand that this is a daily time scale, and you have impulses, and then you go through consolidation periods. And most people don't have the patience to wait through the consolidation periods, so they just stop watching or they stop monitoring, and then a big move happens long after they've given up, and then they're coming in here spamming, should I buy now? Should I buy, man? What should I do, dude? It's like, hey, man, can't help you. You know, it's that saying, when opportunity presents itself, it is too late to prepare. Someone write that down. So that's it, man. All right. We've already retraced almost 50% of the way from the high point to low point. 50%. So we reversed pretty much at a 50% retrace, and the reversal hasn't been too bad yet. And just remember the idea that we could always just sell off, and even if we sell off, we could stay outside of this channel and just ride it all the way down to some support back at like 84 to 8,500. Look left, That could, you know, it's from July 2018. Could always do that, but it's so high and tight right now. It looks pretty good. And if you want to, let's take a look at the futures chart. This opened 15 minutes ago. CME futures. Here it is. Wow. Yeah, there's like a gap fill down at like 8,700 or something. Right around there. Yes, there is. But man, like if everyone's so obsessed with gaps filling immediately or something, well, always a chance it may not fill here and run up to higher prices before filling much later, you know, down the road. So this is, again, your futures chart just opened. Breakout very, very, very clear. And you're just riding along. The old resistance, it's now somehow support till it's not. Okay. Very cool. 92.70. A little bit higher than your spot price on Bitcoin. Just drinking some coffee, man. Man, if you missed the stream last night, I can't even believe it. It was so surprising how lit it was for being so late and it just being a Saturday night stream. All the good peoples were in there. And thanks so much again to all the new patrons who joined. Y'all are amazing. Hopefully you're already seeing some benefit of joining that Patreon with all the, just so much education rich material in the Patreon. And it is definitely the third best day to join the Patreon since it bills at the first of the month. You have 27 more days.
Hype and nigga. You think we got a scrub Gartley on EO? Starting 2017. Thanks, man.
Let's do the guh and the bruh at the same time. That's not bad, dude. Thanks, Black Plasma, for the 1414. Oh my god. AO Connect. Scrub Gartley. Scuffed Gartley, would you say? 2017. Ooh, okay. Let's give it a shot, man. Dude, thanks again. 14. Not bad, man. Not bad. Wow. Possible. Jesus, definitely possible. 78% retrace from X to A. That's it here. I can see some support levels and all that across history, all over the place. And this is really, really range bound. So let's go to the weekly real quick. Just gain some more perception here. So it's like, I don't know, man, you got a support down here. There's clearly a lot low risk areas down at like 1057 for sure, right? And it's like based on history of this asset. Like look here, listen. So let's go back to 2008. XAB, C, and where'd this go? Holy crap, dude! You see this Black Plasma? This bullish Gartley they developed from December 2008 to August 2011. Wow, at the 786, bam! Holy crap! From there, yeah, there was no other harmonics. So maybe, but this is like kind of the mean between 930. Oh, I'm gonna sneak. All right, sorry. So though, yes, it is. And look on the weekly. Did you even check the weekly, men? Because like, look at the MACD bullish divergence going on. It's really nice actually. I'm digging the crap out of this. Look at that. Now, of course, there hasn't been much going on, with price action. Well, yeah, I think it's definitely at the PCZ. PCZ between 1455 and let's look at 1414 probably, right? It hit that too on the Wix, didn't it? Like right there. That's like the entry. If one's taking an entry on a Gartley, that's it. That's it right there. And it's weird. It's kind of off because it was a pretty, not a very good retrace from B to C. You know, it was pretty shallow. I mean, it went 56% of the way, which is cool. But, man, got to say that both oscillators showing that divergence on the weekly at the PCC. All right, so it's not bad. Look where it went back then when it completed. I mean, that went to probably a, that went to a 1414 fib extension. Geez. So the upside potential, you know, saying like, if this mimicked that one from back there, let's just say the same exact market participants were playing that, this thing would hypothetically run all the way to here, to 3466. Wow. But I do think that there is going to be definite resistance at $21 to $23, right? I mean, you can see it, overhead resistance. It's getting hot, man. Okay, so just reasonably thinking about a target. Well, there you go. Look no further than that area. I mean, right there. Right here. I mean, that's 50%, 618. Those could be targets. This divergence on the weekly is to play out, man. Very good looking. Black plasma, dude. Hype in the chat. Hype in the chat! Nice, dude. Okay. So if we want to, we can go on over to Ethereum or something. Ugh, hate that. Hold on. Ventero. Speedwell, thanks for the sub, dude. Welcome. Good to see you. Alright, there you have it, man. It's back to the daily. Divergence, I guess, was going on a little bit. I don't know. I mean, from the low here, it's kind of off. You can see where it went from Class A to Class C in a way. Okay. We'll look at Ethereum, then we'll go to XRP. Just going back to log on this one. Oh, it's doing nothing, right? Doing a whole bunch of nothing. Still in the inside that channel or whatever. And it ran up to hit that $200 mark. That kind of overhead resistance that was the neckline of the potential double bottom. And it's been doing nothing really since then. It's been consolidating just like Bitcoin. I mean, it's just no different looking like it for the past 7-8 days. It's about the same. So you ever break $200, yeah, you could easily see 220, and then after that, I mean, the 100% measured move of the pattern really is like 245, and that would be some sort of breakout of the channel. But again, just using log scale because there was no way in linear scale for Ethereum to confine everything in the same channel with it making sense. So all right, Ethereum, no change. Wow, I mean, these cryptos, that's what happens, dude. The world does not revolve around crypto at all, and sometimes it takes a while for these assets after they have big impulses. They cool off for a week, 2, 3, 4 weeks. It happens. So, same analysis. You're at the bottom of a range, and that range is between 24 cents, 24.5 cents, and 28.4 cents. All right, very critical area here at that 27.9 cent spot, right? That's like very important that you stay above this. The longer you stay above this, I think the higher the probability that you will see upside potential. All right, it's just the fact of standard Wyckoff, where you have a range, horizontal line range, and the bears attempt to break you out of it, and sometimes they do. You did break out, actually, but it's not about breaking out. It's about the follow-through price action after the breakout, and the follow-through price action after the breakout was a big failure. I mean, the bears couldn't do it, so the bulls took over and ran this thing back up above multiple critical supports, and now we're staying above them. We have not fallen below them in definitely like a week or something or more. Okay, target, talking one target. If Bitcoin breaks the upside, your first target's probably gonna be like 37 cents. Second target's gonna be around 44 cents. All right, that's it. Dang, dude, my freaking webcam's messing up again. I did all this stuff. Stop it from doing that. How does that? It's like the hold on a sec. Let me look at something. Additional power settings. See, it's on high performance, so this should not be an issue. And I made it to where the USBs can't shut off because of power energy. I don't know, man. Really weird. Really annoying. So thanks for the 455 people tuned in. If you're enjoying the live stream, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Give me 1 second.
Hey, could we check the DXY? I'm curious how treasury bonds will be affected by rate cuts and potential dollar weakness.
D-Dog, thanks for the 690. Really appreciate it, man. Yep, we can look at the US dollar index right now. Man. There's video game stocks this week coming up. Earnings week. Oh boy. Well. Continuous up. I mean, this is what you're looking for when you cut rates. The US dollar is supposed to dump, and it has, and it did create like a rising wedge. What I love so much about this channel, okay, the DXY channel, is since like March of this year, every time we hit that 75% trend line of the equidistant channel, we failed over and over and over, like 6 times, and then there actually was divergence that developed on the daily at that area, and we failed to the top of the wedge too. Sold off, lower high, and we dumped out of it. And now we're near the bottom of the channel again. And you're coming, I mean, if you're going to call this a demand line, whatever, it's the US dollar, 96.97. It looms. So breaking out of this could be really bad. I mean, you know, how far did we go from the previous high to low? See, we made it. We were in deep retrace territory, you know, back when January 2017. This was at 103.84. That was, I think, all-time highs. So we've begun to climb, but we're just in that, you know, after a huge dump like this, when you rally, you commonly retrace between the 382 and the 618. But when you sometimes you will break above the 618. You can up thrust above it, and guess what? We're below the 618 again. We're back in that golden zone. Not really sure where it topped out at looking left. It was kind of like something from May of 2017 and January 2016 and April 2015. Some resistances looking left. So yeah, I think you keep cutting rates like this, the US dollar is going to suffer, and it will eventually break out of this channel, this upsloping flag, if you want to call it that. Your impulse consolidation has lasted for a year and a half now or so. Arlene Baptisty. Just kidding. Thanks for the sub. Welcome. Say something in the chat if you're here. Always good to hear from new subs in the live chat while I'm streaming. It's really cool, man. Seldom do I get to do that. You're only a new sub once unless you unsub and then resub. So chat, how are y'all doing today? Everyone doing well? Hope you are. Gonna scroll up a little bit and see what y'all had to say. It's the first time I'm able to engage. We're about 30 minutes into the stream. All right. What's up, Brett Tholomew? Kenatomo? What's up, Nonsense Diamond? Certified checkmark? 131k subs. What is your... trolling streams? Nice, dude. Well, welcome to the community, Nonsense Diamond. Thanks for being here, and congratulations on your channel success. I aspire for 100k subs, but not before 30,000 subs. What's up, Jason K, Billy Langford? You in Greenbow yet, man? You see the new developments in Greenbow city limits, dude? Cabot. What's up, Captain Happy? XRP Fanboy, Louis Marriott. I don't know what y'all are talking about. I guess someone was having some issues earlier. I don't know. Who's the guy that lost 40k in Apple put? I don't know who it is. Just some kid. Just some scrub, dude. If you can find him, seriously, if you can find, if y'all, I'm literally leaving it to y'all, this community. I believe in y'all. I think y'all have ample amounts of power when y'all work together. If you can find this guy, I will bring him on my live stream and interview him. Okay? Find him and we'll make it happen. Find him and then inquire and try to talk to him. You know, don't be mean, but just do what you can. And if you can make it happen, we'll get him on the live stream. What's up, Puma Pay? James Glenn. Oh, it's Crypto Don Juan. What's up, dudes? Kings indeed. Something about Coinbase and people being screwed. I don't know. Yeah, we can look at XRP on the Poloniex chart again to see how it's faring. It hasn't really moved. It's log scale, dude. It's just... Oops, wrong chart. Poloniex. Still hanging in there, man. Barely. I mean, you're right back at that potential demand line if it's real, which it seems like it could be. Man, look at that. Look how, like, on the weekly, or sorry, on the daily log scale, that's so wild looking. Look at the wicks and the small candle bodies. Really weird. Anyway, zoom out though. Go all the way back to 2014 when this asset was created, its inception. Here you are, anchor point 1, 2, 3. You've seen this too much if you watch regularly, but if you're new, you're seeing it for the first time. Well, your mind should probably be blown right now. Hold on. Michael, you're not a fan of XRP. How dare you? How dare you? What's up, CWG? Skyward Man. Roni. Jimron. Thank you for watching, man. Mike J says, "Guh" in the chat. Yes, multiple guh.
Is that a joint?
Big shout out to Chris Irwin Coffee. A+ customer experience. Outstanding product. Definitely recommend the King's Blend. Going elsewhere for coffee is #GUH.
TA with Mitch Ray, brought to you by Irwin Coffee.
Patrick Webman, hype in the chat.
Is that a joint?
Holy crap. Sensory overload. Well, go Vols. I think you just do that name to troll me, man, because it makes me say that. I'm just going to say Vols Dr. Vols, so I don't have to say your name, because that is definitely the opposite of what I ever want to say. Okay, no offense. I think Tennessee has beautiful landscapes, but we're talking about college football, man. Get out of here. 13 in a row, bro. Doesn't mean I don't love you. All right. Patrick, dude, thank you so much, man, for joining. Looking forward to seeing you in the Discord. My God, if you are a patron and you're not participating in the Discord, like the Patreon chat in the Discord, you are not taking full advantage of the Patreon. Dude, there are times when things happen so fast that we post and ping everyone in them. You need to be a part of it. You will miss out on things sometimes. There's stupid amounts of education and discussion in that Patreon chat. It's just worth it, man. If you're older and you don't like Discord, I'm telling you, hey, take the jump. All you have to do is download it, join it. You'll be thanking me. All right. What's up, Fatrick? PH, pretty hot and tempting. Rick, good to see you. He doesn't have a channel, dude. That guy doesn't. I don't think he has a channel at all. He's just some Wall Street Bets subreddit guy who like got caught up in that subreddit's Kool-Aid. See, in that subreddit, that culture is really toxic. Really, really toxic, man. You don't want to be a part of a community like that. They are like, they revere people losing all their money like that. They just love it. What's up, James B? What happened, Bud Thompson? Wow, Bud Thompson just compared the Gulp Kid to that brutal knockout last night in MMA. That was gnarly, dude. That foot to the face after the punch to the head. Wow. I wonder what he was seeing after he got hit. Probably tons of stars, man. What's up, Vegeta PT? Crypto Illustrated? Wow. Snakes in the grass, Kanatomo. Snakes in the grass. We know who you are. You're one person out there that said many, many baseless, unfounded things, and they were all negative, and it was trying to be behind my back, but I'm always watching, man. Always watching. You know who you are, unless you're mentally ill, and in that case, maybe you don't know who you are, and that's fine too. So, all right, Bitcoin futures still 92.45, literally like no movement since the open 40 minutes ago or so. Guess we can look at some more S coins if you're so inclined. Chat. We'll look at Monero up 2.37%. All right. Uh-oh. Chat. Wait, sorry. All right. Monero looks to be quite possibly breaking out of its downtrend. Look here, listen. Oh my God.
Look here. Look, listen.
Last time we analyzed this, we talked about the RSI and its correlation with 60. What's happening? This whole downtrend since the buying climax in June of 2019 this year. All right, what happened in the downtrend? Every time we peaked, we were never able to break above this 60 mark. Okay, what are we doing now? We're breaking above it. Currently sitting at 62.64. I know, guess one time we got up here. We couldn't sustain at all above 62. So I get that. But the context might be different because we were in a downtrend here or something. I guess maybe we're reversing now. But pretty interesting.
Bruh.
Hey Mr. Ray, could you please check out ETH/USD on Coinbase on the 8-hour time frame if you get a chance? Cheers.
XRP going to the moon. Yeah.
What? Did you do it twice?
Hey Mr. Ray, could you please check out ETH/USD on Coinbase on the 8-hour time frame if you get a chance? Cheers.
Sure. We can do that, XRP guy. Was that? Did you mean to do that? Was that real life? Let me check and see if it was real life. If it was just a bug or you actually sent that much XRP. No, I think it bugged out. It literally just repeated itself like Leroy Jenkins does. You know how that goes. 8-hour time scale. Never have I ever looked at the 8-hour time scale. Let me create that. Eight-hour ad. Okay. Here's XRP on the 8-hour on Coinbase. What you wanted, man. Well, I mean, there's, support looking left. Chris Patton Walker, thanks for the sub, dude. Welcome. Chris, if you're enjoying the live stream, man, say something in the live chat. Say hi. Thanks. All right, so, I don't know, man. Like, how are we supposed to look at it, Like, there's just not any data. Like, it's hard for me to really do much. Pretty hard. I mean, there's not much I can really do here with this little data. What? Oh no, it's another bug, dude. Okay, if you're on the 8-hour time scale, just like if you're on the 24-hour time scale, you know how you can't use Fibonacci on the 24-hour time scale?
Crypto Kai the RSI Mitchell, I'm not mentally ill. But Sid Barrett has an effect on me. I snort bleach and drink Drano because Nutella is so bad for you. I gave a dog a treat today and said it was from you. Could you look at singles, please? THX.
Oh my god, dude, you said something about singles in Discord earlier. I was like, oh no. Not singles, dude. Singles reminds me of that, the stupid singles, like the craft singles, like the cheese. And you're always like, oh my god, it's gonna taste so good, and you eat it and you're like, this isn't even that good, man. This is not very good cheese. These stupid singles. That's the asset. That's the way I feel about that asset, I guess. Thanks, dude. So, I was talking about how you can't use Fibonacci on the 24-hour time scale. You cannot use the parallel channel tool on the 8-hour. So I don't know what to tell you. If you make up a time scale or something, for some reason, TradingView doesn't allow you to use some tools. Like, look. You see this? Click, right? Anchor, and it's not letting me do it, dude. So I can't even fulfill your request. Don't know what to tell you, dude. Which is okay, because again, it's just like, whatever, man. There's not enough data to really draw a conclusion. Alright, I'm sorry, man. XRP guy. Shouldn't you be excited about Narrow Connect, though, dude? The Narrow that has broken out, it seems like, after making that adjustment with the head fake of this channel, and tons of positive Momo. You're breaching above 60. You're getting into bullish territory again for the first time, really since June. And that's a great deal, man. And if you look left on this with just very little data, it only goes back to March of this year. We hit like the 100% retrace from that low to high, and you're now beginning to reverse. That's uncanny, man. You worked with a guy that was obsessed with Wall Street Bets Reddit? Yeah. I know people that were into it too. He would always show posts of stupid gains, but also losses. He would always do weekly calls puts, just throw money away. Yeah, dude, it's a degenerate thing, and it's just like, I don't know, man. They always like it's like it's toxic, man, because they like say the most mean things ever. There's no help or support there. It's like you even asking for help about what to do in Wall Street Bets is normally going to get you just people are just going to spam insults at you and call you an idiot. They're really big on calling people like autistic and retarded and stuff like that. It's terrible, man. It's like it's the scourge of what trading is, and people in there will pretty much like make fun of technical analysis and stuff because they're really dumb, man. Like that is a dumb subreddit. Okay, so stay away from that. I mean, yeah, you can go in there for the lulz, the laughs, but I wouldn't go for, you know, comedy entertainment purposes. I wouldn't go beyond that, though. I would never ever listen to anyone in there. Why would it need to be visible? Yeah, I can't even. I'll go to object tree. Nope. It's so it like, look, I'll show you how bugged out it is. Okay, so like parallel channel, this is it. It's showing that it's visible right now, right? It just doesn't work, dude. It's like literally broken. Like completely. Yeah, Reddit is pretty toxic. You know, there are times it can be really wholesome too, though. I mean, you just gotta pick the right subreddits. You know, it's stay away from politics. Like I'm talking like anything politics on Reddit. You know, I would normally go there for like just, you know, I like into like zoology and stuff like that. So I like nature's metal and stuff, and I like you know, food porn and space porn. You know, it says porn, but it's like it's supposed to be like HD images of really cool things that have to do with that particular subject. So it's not porn you're thinking about. It's just like, whoa, that's really good. It's so good that we're just gonna call it porn of some sort, right? It's all in good fun. Give me a sec. Sorry. Wow, that's hilarious. Wait, no, maybe it's not. Maybe it's not hilarious. No, it's real. This is real life. This is reality. Oof. This is definitely reality. Yeah, this is what. Why would you do this to me, man? I thought we were friends. Why would you do this? It's trash. It's trash, man. Oh my God, it's singles, dude. It's singles. I mean, whatever this is, you know, at one point you started out at like 4,000, 5,000 sats. Look where you are now. It's like you've gone bankrupt. I don't even know what you want me to do here. Like, I'm not going to chart this. It's just stupid. Like, low liquidity S-coin crap. It's just no point. It's trash. Lower highs, lower lows. Lower highs, lower lows. I know it's a meme, dude. Oh my God, we had divergence, and the divergence manifested into higher prices, but those higher prices were much, much lower highs than your previous highs before, so. Yeah, it's bad. It's real bad. It's just a meme, dude. Okay. Let's go to Ethereum Classic, random S coin of the stream. Here you go. Here is Ethereum Classic and a beautiful, beautiful downtrend. You gotta freaking love it, man. Is that a joy? I'm in the jet for Karen. Oh my God.
Bruh. Is that a joint?
Sid Last. Oh my God. Sid Last? Is that you, Sid Barrett? The last of the Sids? Thank you, dude. Say something in the chat if you're here. Say hi. We're happy to have you. And Karen, very, very grateful to have you join the Patreon. Looking forward to seeing you in the Discord. Join it. You don't have to say anything. Just lurk and have notifications on in the Patreon chat and stuff like that. And then occasionally just look at it, because I post a lot of good charts in there. It's very tough. It's very tough, you know, on the Patreon application itself to just post an on-the-fly chart. You got to do so many different things. And it's just blah. What if I just want to post a bunch of random, like just a bunch of charts? I'm scanning, so if I see things, I just post them in the Patreon chat. So you'll just see a ton of charts from me, and you'll just get to see like, oh wow, he just looked at a bunch of major assets on the stock market. What do all the charts look like? Where are they at? You know, where's the opportunity? You know, that's what we do in there. So, what's up, Sid Last Man? Thanks for saying something. Welcome, dude. Corax, get wrecked, dude. Maybe it was you that did. Thanks for the 530 people tuned in, and thanks for the 161 likes. Is there any possible way we get 200 likes during this stream? Can we do it, man? We have the technology, we have the power, but do we have the will? The will to win? Y'all are gonna let me know, I guess. So the breakout point for Ethereum Classic is around $5.10 or so. You see it, it's a moving target, kind of impulsing, just kind of upsloping your consolidation. You still got lots and lots of positive momentum on the daily. You know, all this happened. You kind of hit some support back from March and January of this year. Looks like that's kind of where it all, you know, you just were exhausted. There were tons of buy orders. And then the divergence developed, you know, the impending price action reversal. You know, even on this slightly lower low, we had held on to, we just had positive momentum. There was no negative Momo. So you just bounce from there, but you're not making higher highs yet. Looks very similar to Ethereum. It does. So, you know, breaking out, I think that common retrace levels for this asset between $6.24 and $7.62, meaning if this breakout occurs and we are to just make a common retrace of the structure breakout, we're talking price action looking like this, right? Where it runs up and dumps because it's, you know, selling off. It runs up and it dumps. Runs up, dumps. Those are like the common areas where you can expect it to reverse its price action.
Is that a
Please
joint?
look at the WHR Whirlpool chart. Thanks.
Sure. Chuck Gray, thanks for the 420 as a joint contribution, man. Thank you. Whirlpool Connect. I know we were looking at that. Whew. Well, it kept running, but it's okay. I mean, it was earnings. It looks like something to do with earnings. I mean, it had a really good beat, a 27% surprise on EPS. What's up, Damsey? Thanks for the sub. Say something in the chat if you're here. Much love, man. Thank you. All right, so this is the way we had it plotted. It looked to me just like the momentum was shifting. You were kind of in this channel, you know, you bull pull, bull flag combo, and either way, it was just like there was a measure move way up at like 174.52. But look what you did, right? From the high to low, we hit the golden retrace, $163.38, literally perfect, before reversing our price action to the downside. Not too bad, but still like 13 bucks or so. But this is what's crazy. It's like, you know, on earnings, street estimate of $4.37. Whirlpool reported $5.57 EPS. That's pretty freaking good, man. 30% surprise. That's better than what a lot of assets do on earnings. So, you know, you're in a downtrend. It seems like you're making a high, a lower high, a low, a lower low. So big correction going on. And if this continues to stay consistent, you're just going to top out at one of these areas and then sell off and break this demand line and go and come down here and then eventually make lower lows. You go the weekly on this. Right, it almost just looks like you could see it. Definitely see a potential pattern developing, probably a bat, and you probably may never get down there. Like, you may never get down to the 786. All right, it's like a 55% retrace, so it could be a 786, 886, right, whatever. PCZ, pattern completion zone. It does seem Like look down here at these areas. A lot of support from 99, 2001, 2004, 2012, right? You know, you just think if you're correcting, you're making the lower highs like this, make another lower high, and then sell off one more time, make another lower low, and then be exhausted down here. And then you could take a long. There might be tons of value at $83 on Whirlpool, which we're so far away from, and I understand that. But this is a slow going chart. This is the daily, or this is the weekly, excuse me. So you could understand why it might take a long time to get down there. Could just add an alert, forget about it. Maybe in a year, your alert goes off and you're like, dang, dude, Whirlpool actually hit the PCZ of this potential Gartley cipher. Wow, no way. But, you know, in the short term, it's like, all right, we can clean it up a little bit. Never hit that target. Or that, it's just a measure move, man. Bull pole, bull flag. You got exhausted on the daily MACD too. Look, high, higher high, higher high. Almost inexistent positive momentum. That is class A bearish divergence. Impending price action, reversal downside. You got it. Boom. It's definitely, I don't know, trying to hold on to some support from October 2016. Again, man, remember, you are in a correction right now. So you're not. And let me just get rid of this so I can show you. Let me just make this only visible on the weekly for a second. Or for forever, whatever. Okay, so anything you can do, it's like, just think about it. You can do 1 and 2 here. We'll give this a shot first and see how it goes. Oh my God, it's like perfect, right? So you got 1 and 2 on the bottom. If you do 3 on the top, and you have this one that perfect. I mean, I guess you could adjust, but you know, you get 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom, and not bad. Not bad. What if we do adjust? What will that do? Not much. Not really. If you adjust, just make this as like 1 and 2, and then 3, hitting that 75% trend line with the 618 and selling off. So again, downside potential in the correction. You get it, right? How far did we retrace that before we bounced? Okay, so you made it look a golden retrace. You kind of like right in that zone, the golden pocket, golden zone, golden retrace right here. You double bottom and began to rally, but you're not out of any downtrend yet. You know that. Run up. I mean, heck, dude, you could maybe look at it as a wedge or something. Jeez, I mean, it just seems like there's more downside potential until you break 175 or so. I'm just talking about this, all right? Like just 1 and 2 here. I don't know, 1 and 2 here. You know, you're starting to show that wedge stuff. 2 upsloping converging trend lines. The wedges are gnarly, dude. Could move down. Impulse and then consolidation. Whatever.
Bruh.
Louis had already started, dude. Already started. No China deal, MK man, no. We must get a China deal. You want V-Chain, Jordan? Sure.
V-Chain doing things.
It's up a little bit. Still going, still holding on. Oops. Alright, the one that fell from grace so much, reached all-time low levels late October. It just the bears wanted it to push it low so bad, but they couldn't, and you sprung resoundingly on good volume out of a little wedge. And we're just talking about from the previous major candle high close to the low, candle close low, excluding this FOMO crazy Walmart hype news crap. You've hit a 23% retrace and no higher. You've had an impulse. You're consolidating. If VeChain is to just make a common everyday scrub retrace, we're looking between 54% of 1 penny and 69% of 1 penny. That's it, dude. Oh, this thing's been destroyed. Yeah, go figure. Wow, dude. Look at the weekly on this crap. Oh my god. Jeez. This one's tough. Let me give me a sec. Would that be it? I don't really like the touches at all, but I don't really know what else I can do here. Okay, so Queen Bee or King Bee is asking about Teba, which at one time it looked like there was a harmonic. It just failed miserably. Back to a low from 1998. You are soon approaching it. That was like $4. This thing hit an all-time high of like 71, 78, or maybe $72, close to it anyway, before just dumping. And you know how the dumps go on pharmaceuticals. It's like FDA approval, everything, all your hopes and dreams are in that FDA approval, and probably like something failed, like didn't get passed, and that's when the dumping happened. And again, you're back to lowest levels you've seen in like 20 years? 21 years or something? Jeez. So yeah, that's a really deep retrace, isn't it? Kind of showing some divergence a little bit. Can now you watch live in the internet? Thanks for the sub, dude. Welcome. Glad to have you. All the new subs today, y'all are amazing. And old subs, of course. So, I don't know, from a low to a lower low, yeah, you had divergence kind of, not on the RSI really, but kind of on the daily, or sorry, on the MACD, on the daily. No, this is the weekly, excuse me. So you had some weekly divergence. And you got the positive momentum after it, but you've barely gone anywhere. So until you break, I guess, 1 and 2, and that's like 1187, you're in a downtrend still. You're still in the downtrend. So I mean, that's just a Momo shift trend line. That's a bump and run trend line right there. I think if you could break that, yeah, you might have a recovery to the upside, but we've barely moved any from our 52-week lows. Barely moved at all. So I have no idea. If you high to low it, you're not even close to having a valid swing low down here. No idea. But yeah, it's kind of like from this low to this low a little bit, weekly divergence, I guess. A lot of opportunity out there. This one doesn't really, I mean, I get how you're looking at values of areas of value, my God, but where's the pattern development? Hold on. Jeez. Yeah, look at the divergence that developed on the daily, low, lower low, about the same low. Yeah, you just kept diverging. Not really on the MACD much, but the RSI was pretty nice. Yeah, you began to rally. 95 to 98% retrace from that 1998 low. Again, this is it. This is the momentum shift breakout area. Okay. Teva Pharmaceutical, that's for you, King B. Sorry, not old sub. You know, sub that has been around a long time. Don't be mad. Don't be offended. I'm not trying to be mean. So, by the way, chat, if you didn't know, a new day has just begun. I forgot. You look on the 8th, your weekly candle just closed. What? Alright, let's go to Bitcoin. Been live now for 1 hour and 2 minutes. If you're enjoying the live stream, please hit that like button, that bell, that sub. And if you want to support the stream, one of the best ways to do it is by joining the Patreon. You want to know more about what I do, how I analyze these charts. I'm able to identify patterns and divergence and at critical areas, Fibonacci. If you want to learn about all that stuff, the best way to do it is to join the Patreon. Join the 123 patrons right now on our journey. Always getting better. Andy. See what that weekly ended up looking like. Here it is. Just an indecision candle after bullish engulfing. Not telling us much anything, but I'll tell you that we did reject the weekly wick from April, the week of April 30th, 2018. We rejected it for a second time. That's true. But, you know, on the daily, it almost just looks like we're flagging. Pretty much just looks like we're flagging, for sure. One thing that is real, I think, and it may just fail, but look, you had a low, you have a higher low, you have higher levels of negative momentum. That is textbook definition of hidden bullish divergence, which is impending price action continuation to the upside. Sorry, dude. I don't know. My allergies have been acting up. They never act up, dude. This is weird. Not cool. At all. Weekly candle. Close. Oh my god. Still outside of the channel. Until we're not. What more do you want? Still above the 200-day moving average. What I want to show you is the Gaussian channel. The Gaussian channel. Since we broke out of the channel, like the equidistant channel, we actually on that Saturday, last Saturday, broke above the Gaussian channel, and we're now staying above that too, which is extremely, I think it's very important, you know, getting above the Gaussian channel's inner band. So good news there on the daily. And we can look at the Gaussian on the weekly too, just for a moment. You see how we're correlating this channel. We're bouncing off the outer bands on the weekly, which is a good thing, I think. Staying above the Gaussian outer band is good. All right. That's it, man. Not too bad. Not too shabby. Let's go with that daily rope. Let me go to the daily with all the moving average. I want you to see something, okay? So you're 20, simple moving average. You're 50, you're 200, and your Gaussian channel. You are above all four right now, all of them. And, you know, you are converging. All your moving averages are converging right now. Look, your 20 is about to bullishly cross over the 50, though your 50 just barely crossed over the 200. That was like right as the move or before that big move happened. Always good being above your moving averages. And convergence a lot of times is like, hey man, we could be reversing. I mean, this is, you have to eventually get above all these if you're going to have a long sustained uptrend. As you look back to February of 2019 when all this magic began, you know, at one point we were below all of them, and February 18th, oh, it was really February 18th is when we got above everything except the 200. It was still just so far away. Once you got above all of them, you started back testing them as support, blasted off again, and then you started getting really far away and stay, you know, from the 50 and the Gaussian tool. Gaussian, I was trying to wrap my head around more about what Gaussian is. It's extremely complicated, but really it's like Gaussian's that parabola stuff. Okay, you can get above the Gaussian channel, stay above it. It's like a parabola tool. It looks like parabola. This is Gaussian, kind of, from what I learned. Just like parabola. Whatever. So get above the Gaussian, and maybe you can go parabolic. I don't really know. Dude, just go type in the Gaussian function on Wikipedia and tell me what you come up with. I tried. It's just so freaking complicated. Very good. Converging, simple moving averages. Like a bell curve. There you go. Exactly, Jesse. What's up, Neil Woods? You had to watch the... Again? I got you, dude. Yeah. Thanks for all the views on that, man. I normally struggle on SEO when I don't have Bitcoin or crypto in the title, so it was very pleasing to see so many views continuing to build. I've got real-time estimated views around 2,000 just for a video with Apple. That's great. Reaction video, and that means that maybe y'all might want more reaction videos of other people doing stupid stuff with trading, you know, and then we can analyze the asset afterwards with real traditional technical analysis. Thanks for that, y'all. Yep, so we did close at 7 Eastern instead of 8, exactly. Wiggly stochastic confirmed up. Chat, have you all flatlined now? Is that what happened? I don't know, man. So Brian Reichner, man. Peter, glad you did, dude. All right, so just recently the monthly closed on Bitcoin too. It wasn't really significant at all. We just this was the previous monthly close that just 3 days ago or something. Green. And here's the new month where it's really gone almost nowhere. We've had very little price action for the month of November, past 3 days. Very tight range. All right. Gotcha, TK, man. No, the close already happened. WebNet marketing's already occurred. We have a new daily and a new weekly candle upon us right now. It happened 15 minutes ago, 13 minutes ago. Yes, Brian Sherry, I did. I will show that right now. Log scale. Here's your Bitcoin log scale chart since, it's those anchor points from February of 2019 and March 2019 on the bottom. Yep, where you kind of I think on some exchanges like Bitfinex, it touched it perfectly. It never fell out at all. But just on this one, just a little bit difference in disparity of price, and you hit the horizontal line support as well as the upsloping support, from the low to high. With the linear scale, you hit a 61.8% retrace, and you had the divergence, and you had a really violent move to the upside just to hit that 25% trend line of the equidistant channel, as well as the horizontal line resistance from May 5th, 2018. That's where we are. And since we've hit that, we've not just been consolidating and been dancing around with that 200-day moving average. As you can see, still above it, barely, just barely still above that 200 moving average. Okay, come for the storm. The mailman wigs, exactly, Ozzy. What's up, Mark Hins? Says, in God's name, hit the like button. 544 viewers, only 216 likes. Hey, man. If people want to like, they're going to like. If they don't want to like, they don't have to like. You know, it's all good, dude. We did this, man. We're doing things. All right. I guess we can look at Neo again. Whatever. Your S coins. Your favorite S coins, chat. Okay, just looks like for Neo, you had a 1618 fib extension. You hit from your low to high an 88% retrace, and you showed tail end RSI. Bullish divergence, kind of a wedge, broke to the upside. It does kind of look like you're flagging somehow, some way, just a little bit. You know, forget the wicks, just right. Impulse and chop like that is normally bullish, but you're right at that 200-day moving average. I mean, you're just trying to get above it, stay above it, but you just can't yet. I think that this will probably continue on to higher prices if Bitcoin can. If not, this thing's probably just going to come down just like Bitcoin if it does. All right, back below 9,200, down about $16 on the new day and new week. Karen, I'm not hating. No way. Thanks for being here, though. Why would you hit the like button when it's literally the first time seeing this channel, Igloo King? Well, you know, I'm not directly talking to you. I'm talking collectively to the audience. And I said, if you want to like the channel, you can. You don't have to. I also said that. So there are many people. There are multiple people watching, right? So don't be so crass about it, telling us to buzz off. Natural gas popping off. Yep, we were looking at that last night, I think. So how's BNB performing to the dollar? Oh, I've been looking at that one on a log scale. Remember the breakout it had? Climbing. It's got a long way to go, man. Long way to go, right? So, a huge moment, one of the best uptrends of 2019. Hit all-time highs, 38.75. But this is what we knew was going to happen. If you couldn't hold above this previous all-time high of January 2018, around 25 bucks, you were going to break down and go all the way to 1740, which is exactly what happened. But you fell through it. It looks like you reversed at other minor supports before bouncing back above it, which is great, and staying above it. So I think that if you're just talking about support resistance, your next target probably is going to be about like 22.62. That's like a candle high close from January 2018. So it's probably, you could probably go up a couple more bucks, and then after that, of course, you're gonna have to deal with 25 bucks, which is up here below that 200-day moving average by far, like a lot. So, and you see what's happening on the daily right now is not very good, where you're showing a high, a higher high, not much of a higher high, much lower levels of positive Momo. This is definitely class A bearish divergence. So that means impending price action reversal to the downside. So this downtrend could continue for sure. I mean, corrections a 1 year long uptrend, and now you're correcting. You've been correcting since right around when Bitcoin started correcting in June, late June of this year. So could just make a lower high and then sell up again, just like Bitcoin did. Bitcoin could. Like Bitcoin, it pumped up, it broke out, but it could just be a fake out, and it's not above previous overhead resistance until like 11K, and then after 11K it's like 12K. So you've got to get above those eventually. But you know what I'm saying is, if it's actually going to continue on with this bullish trend on Bitcoin, we've completed step 1, which was the moment ship breakout. The next one is overhead resistance breaking. Haven't done that yet. So. Got you, Igloo. Got you, man. Yeah, there's going to be a guh emoji. Crypto guy, of course. There'll be a guh. I think it was Mark in Patreon chat asked about Beyond Meat and the downtrend, right? You've exceeded the 78% retrace for the most part, and you're oversold. So yeah, reversal maybe at some point, but it could easily just keep going lower. I mean, if you're talking about the next fib node, you're talking $68. One thing you did do was you filled a gap. You filled a gap at 99.91, and there is, I think, technically, a candle close gap fill around 69.57, which is very close to that deepest retrace. So maybe one more gap to go on Beyond Meat. Big correction. Insiders, you know, the lockout period for the IPO insiders, it's over, so they could sell their position, and they did. A lot did, and that's what's happened. This price getting wrecked, ran up. I mean, inception May 2019, $45 all the way up to $239 or so. Now you're at $82. This is why FOMO's so bad. Very, very bad. Look for value. Don't buy at premium. Value, premium. Value, premium. What's up, Benjamin, son? Thanks, dude. Yep, beyond wrecked. Exactly. Exactly. Oh wow, yeah, this is one that we scanned for. This is one I found just scanning one night. Someone's saying, hey, can you look at WBA, the Women's Basketball Association, Kappa? It's actually Walgreens Boots Alliance Incorporated, potential double bottom. Blasted off, hit that neckline, sold off, high or low, reset the oscillators, run it again, and now you're breaking the neckline, breaking above the 200-day moving average. This could be onto something. I'll tell you something else you're doing on WBA. This is off. Best log. There we go. It's something that you already did. It looks a lot better in log, but if you go from 1 and 2, it's like you had a downtrend you were in and you broke out of it. You know, you broke it and then created the double bottom after the Momo ship breakout, and now you're making higher lows, which is accumulation is now occurring. You could also look at this maybe at this point. Of course, maybe not, but 1, 2, there you go. Like ascending triangle stuff. You get it, the accumulation. But either way, you're trying to break a range. You're trying to break the high to low 23% retrace, which is the most shallow retrace. The common retrace between $63.72. We already have this plotted, man, already charted, you know. So these are the targets we've had for God knows how long now. It's been a while, man. We had the Class B bullish divergence, one low, the exact same low with higher levels relative strength. And that's Class B, and it's like that. That is a And that signifies impending price action reversal to the upside. And it surely did. It surely did play out. So there could be more upside potential on Walgreens if we can get above, I think, 57.86, maybe $60. There's a gap fill at the 382, which makes you believe, okay, if we fill the gap, we could go to the shallow moderate retrace at the 38% retrace at the $63. Okay, not overbought. I think the macro does well. Walgreens could easily continue rising to the upside after going from, again, $86 to $49.50, losing almost half your value. Of course, we've already looked at XRP. Looked at it multiple times. Much different context if someone's asking about WBA and Bitcoin being the same thing. No, not at all, dude. This thing is, all over the place. Not the same, dude. It hasn't made deep I guess it's made moderate retraces from that major low down here to the high. Not the deepest, dude. So big time correction going on for WBA. You've been in a correction on WBA since it all started in July 2015. Ever since then, you've been making like lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. So maybe you just get a retrace. This is something to be traded, not to be position trading where you're in it for a year or two. This is like we take the trade, take the position, take profit, and then be gone with WBA. 8.19 million volume, so volume criteria is great. Liquidity is good. Good, Tyler. I'm glad it lines up, dude. Beautiful. There's definitely upside potential on this. Dude, I got the sniffles so bad, man. Since watching football outside last night, it was freezing. It was like literally freezing, or almost. We've been live now for about an hour and a half. If you're enjoying the live stream, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Thanks for the over 500 people still here. Yeah, we have the power. We have the technology to get 300 likes if we're so inclined as a community. And the more likes we get, the greater the chance we'll get recommended to someone. And then that's how the channel can grow, man. So it's up to y'all. Nope, close has already happened. If it's 7:30 Eastern, then the weekly or the daily close is it's at 7 Eastern, not 8 Eastern anymore, 7 Eastern. Let it be known. We've already closed out this week's candle and day, and now we're on a new day. Okay? We good? So how about Tron Connect? You want to see some Tron Connect? Well, it's a mega large pattern, 1 year large pattern, or close to it. And man, you made a 95% retrace, but it was really the 14145 fib extension from B to C where we turned things around. You got some divergence there too. And then you got convergence on the MACD, and you created this scuffed slant. It's not really scuffed, it's pretty good. Slanted inverse head and shoulders pattern, broke out, measure move. You hit it perfectly from that high point to low point. You hit what we hit, the beginning of the golden zone, your common retrace area. You hit the top, or you hit the bottom of it before reversing to the downside. Not bad. So how far we go after reversing is unknown. We make a higher low, great. We could reverse and run to the upside again and go to the next fib node. Excuse me. So that's it, man. That's Tron. That's Tron, Bitcoin. Who knows when the volatility is going to come back. The daily volume candles on Bitcoin's daily tell us very, very soon, like in the next few days, a big move's coming. That's what the chart's telling us, at least. Was ICX ever able to break above that range that it fell out of again? Nope, still below it, right? Critical support, ice line, broke it, back tested it as resistance, and then sold off again, and now you try to rally again to get back above it, and you still haven't. Terrible on Icon. The Icon army, man, they're gonna get us. Same exact analysis is if you want to be a king here on ICX, you're eventually gonna have to break back above that area that we just talked about and use it as support before running again, right? And then there's the Momo shift breakout point around 18 cents. So soon. No, I've not looked at gold, and I've not looked at Link. It's been a hobby of mine for like 8 years, Igloo. Doing it a really long time. Here's Link. Link that is just really having trouble breaking this $2.75 area, the resistance. If you were able to break it for long and sustain prices above it, you should run to 373, but anytime we've tried to break it, there's just been too many sell orders and it's been pushing our price back below it, and currently we are below it. So I was thinking that if there was, and there's bearish divergence up here too, which is really bad. I don't know if the bearish divergence has even played out yet, but if it hasn't, we're to sell off. I think there's some value areas on Link around $1.81. It's 80 cents from where we are. But I don't know, like, I mean, it's just the typical XABCD stuff. You mean, right, you'd think on the second attempted rally that failed, you would sell off more, but you haven't yet. And if Bitcoin breaks the upside, Link might have a real good chance of breaking above this and going to higher prices, 375. I don't know. I mean, again, though, for a trade, if you're talking about a strategic trade with technical analysis backing it up, you're looking for like 181 for some value for a long. That's it. Okay. For now, right now, I think there's some high risk up here for a long because this has been just unable to break it, that 275 mark. So I have no idea if Link's going to bounce. TA is not about, knowing if it's going to bounce at any given time. I know when something might bounce when it's showing us. If anything, the charts are telling us that Link is ready to sell off to lower prices, not bounce to the upside, dude. Yep, nice week for US Steel, up 30% on that position. It's incredible, dude. We going, man. We freaking going. And how many assets have we looked at today already? Man, a lot. Sure thing, Zan. Yep, US Steel, man, was up 14.77% on earnings. I mean, we're talking about a pattern that started in December of 2015. We're talking almost 4-year large pattern. Crazy sized bullish cipher hitting that 88% retrace. And I know that, it should probably be a 786, but hey man, these are value areas. I don't care who you are. It may be unconventional. of a harmonic, but it's the wave analysis stuff that I like, and it was that falling wedge, and it was the divergence on the RSI that I liked on daily. And again, I think it was like 1050 or something was my entry. Now we're at 1321. So this is a position hold. This is an asset that I'll be holding for a long time. I think the retrace levels are very, very high. And if you just talk about the major high to low point, we haven't even retraced 15% or something, dude. A 23% retrace is $18.74. I mean, a 50% retrace is $28.65. It could come. It can happen, man. Like, you can get your common retrace stuff way up in this zone, man. Like any asset. 24 to 33. Wow. Sure thing, Jesse. Thanks, Adam. You too, man. Dang, dude, we're like 15 subs away from 20,900. 15 away, chat. Oh my god. I want that 21k, man. Been stuck at 20k for too long now, man. Too much work put in. And just, I don't know, man. To trying to grow my YouTube channel is like banging my head against the wall. Just not working. Okay, hey, ZRX is up a little bit today. That's one we haven't looked at. US Steel, baby. Let's go. I know some of y'all are in on this with me. Let's be kings together. Let's keep on climbing. And let's just make our common retrace, our common everyday. Let's make a shallow retrace and get to 1874, man. Let's get there. ZRX. Log scale. This one. Okay, so... and this is just an idea. This is an idea that may never happen, but you know, if you're ever able to get back up to 38 cents or something on a rally, and you hit it and you fail and you start selling off, man, maybe we get this legendary left shoulder, head, right shoulder, inverse head and shoulders. I mean, this might be. I mean, I have an alert set up. I mean, I'm gonna load up if we get to 23 cents ever again on ZRX. Okay, Enzo, thanks, dudes, for the new sub. Kangs, dude. Ken Dela Cruz, probably not. I don't think so. I mean, I don't look into things like that. It's an alien variable that it's just not something I use as a variable. So yeah, ZRX, keep your eye on it. Just look at it in log scale. I mean, it could be beautiful in time. It really could. You know, we had some bearish divergence that when you diverged, you reversed your price action, but not by much. It almost looks like an impulse up, and you're consolidating, and now you're bouncing off the 200-day moving average as support, which is good because we have not been able to ever really on this chart been able to get above the 200-day moving average. It's always been bad. So let's just keep continuing to. We will continue to monitor this one, ZRX. And if we could ever get down to those 23, 22 cent areas, man, could have a nice potential trade setup. But we'll wait until then, okay? Very cool. ONT, if you don't know about this one, it's a trade setup for the Patreon. Here it is. It was a unconventional 786. It didn't play out. So just because you had the 786 and rally and fail doesn't mean there's not areas of value. So this one started wedging, creating a wedge, and started showing divergence, bullish divergence at nearly a 1618 fib extension and the 88% retrace. Just talking about this one, man. All right, you're new. This is a trade setup. Right. Boom. There you go. I've had multiple ones like that this past month. It's great. That's stuff you can expect if you join the Patreon. Trade setups and education, so you know how to do this stuff yourself. You can learn how to create trade setups like this yourself if you join the Patreon. Yeah, I've looked at Quant before. It's just an S coin, man. Just another S coin, man. We'll look at many. That's funny. Yep, Tyler, that's true, man. That's why I haven't sold out yet, because it's important and it's nice, but if there are things that I have to do to sell out to get those new subs, then it's just, there's no point, because I don't want to, you know, I don't want that audience that I don't want to gravitate to my channel, you know, and expect Moonboy predictions and all that crap. So whatever, man. Okay, man. So, I don't know. We've been live for like an hour and 40 minutes, so I guess we can just call it a stream. You know, it was a good stream, dude. We looked at so many assets today. We worked hard. We kept looking here. We kept listening, man. So go back to Bitcoin for a sec and just know that the weekly candle has closed. We've gained an hour, and that daily weekly candle closes 1 hour earlier now than before. So people are probably coming in here being confused and thinking that the candle's closing, the daily candle's weekly candle's closing in 19 minutes. It's not. It's already happened. So be mindful of that. Also be mindful that we're still kind of flagging. We're still above the 200-day moving average until we fall below $9,100 at this point. That's it. And we're still outside the channel we broke out of. Still high and tight flagging, it looks like to me. And then you've got the extreme amounts of receding volume, which leads you to believe the calm before the storm is here. And the storm will be coming very soon, the next few days or so, it seems. With this kind of volume, you'd think that. Still holding on to lots of positive momentum and looking not too bad on the RSI, where if this rally was to continue to the upside, which I don't know if it will or not, nothing's certain. So Grant M, thanks for the sub, dude. Welcome. But at these levels on the daily, if the move we were going to continue to the upside, plenty of room to run for the market participants if they wanted to. All right, it'd be beautiful. It'd be beautiful, like to get overbought again. We haven't been overbought on Bitcoin on the daily since June 26th. That was it. Once that happened, we fell below it, and we've never been overbought since. So that would be momentous if we could see that happen. Give me a sec. So I'm going to leave it with Chad. Thanks so much for sticking with me, hanging out with me for a good hour, 40 minutes. Thanks for the likes, the love, the support, the contributions. Thanks so much, Patrick W. and Karen, for joining the Patreon during the stream today. Y'all are incredible. Very grateful for all of you. That's in it. So I don't know if I'll be back tonight. Maybe there's volatility. I just don't know, man. So until I see you again, respect the T. Hey.
Adios, turd nuggets.